innocent lives ruined by influencers. Let's get into it.
Allegedly, Sniper Wolf has just doxed Jack's films.
The momfluencer Katie Sorensen learning her sentence for falsely claiming a couple tried
Why does the music in the background remind me of The Thing? That sounds exactly like The Thing.
kidnap her kid.
Fame can bring out the worst in people. Some influencers will do whatever it takes to stay relevant, even if it means ruining the lives of innocent people. I'm Visual Venture, and I hope you guys have an amazing day ahead.
This guy's videos, by the way. This guy's videos are absolutely fucking amazing. They are so good.
From Sonoma, California, Katie Sorensen was just your average mother of 3. On the side, she was a self-proclaimed mommy influencer, documenting her kids' lives on her Instagram Motherhood Essentials. But her content took an...
I'll be honest. I'll be really honest. You shouldn't put your children, like your family, on the internet. You just shouldn't. If I ever have like a wife and kids, like, I'm gonna tell you that I have them, but I'll be completely honest, I will never show them to you guys. That will not happen.
Extreme turn when Katie shared a terrifying story with her followers. On December 7th, 2020, Katie was shopping inside a local Michael's in California when she felt uneasy. She was with her 1-year-old daughter and her 4-year-old son, but as she was shopping around, she couldn't help but notice that there was a couple that seemed to be lingering around them, acting suspicious.
They walked kind of close behind me. I definitely felt the heebie-jeebies. I didn't feel good, but I thought I was judging a book by its cover.
Also saying they, quote, weren't clean-cut individuals and made comments about her kid's appearance.
They're saying blonde hair, blue eyes.
Katie's fear only got worse when she overheard the couple talking on the phone, describing what her kids looked like. She even made disturbing comments like this.
The gentleman said to whomever he was talking to on the phone or whatever, the boy will be easier because he's not wearing a mask, so the mom must not really care about him that much.
Paranoid, Katie quickly finished up her shopping trip and headed out of the...
I'm confused. Is she literally just like a paranoid and nothing else?
Store to her car. But Katie's attempt of escaping this couple wouldn't work, and she wasn't prepared for what would happen next.
In that hair of a second, first they had taken 2 steps forward towards the stroller, then 2 steps back, then 2 steps forward, then 2 steps back. It made no sense. It was obvious what they were doing. In that,
you should not put your kids. This is why you should not put your kids and like your family on the internet. Stalkers, kidnappers, whatever.
He reaches for the stroller, and by the absolute grace of God, someone is parked just a few spots away, just close enough to see what's going on.
After this kidnapping attempt on her kids, Katie immediately went to the Petaluma Police Department to report the incident. Then a week later, she decided...
I'm gonna be completely honest, this is probably a stalker couple.
To talk about the incident in a story time on her Instagram page. Katie released 2 separate videos, parts 1 and 2. In these videos, she talked about what exactly had happened that day in Michael's. She also warned mothers to be more mindful of their surroundings to protect their kids. Katie's videos went viral. The videos accumulated over 4 million views, and in just...
There has to be there has to be a problem, and I assume she probably lied. I assume she probably lied.
Gained over 70,000 new followers.
Lied.
Everyone on social media was in support of her, proud of her for sharing her story. But what the people didn't know was that Katie's story was far from the truth. After Katie reported the incident to the police, they launched an investigation. One of their first steps was taking a look at the CCTV footage from both inside the Michael's and the parking lot where Katie's story took place. After reviewing the footage, police were surprised.
How do you not take that into consideration when making such a story?
To find no evidence that would match Katie's report. A week later, on December 14th, 2020, the Petaluma Police Department released a statement. They watched Katie's videos, and she included information in those videos that she did not report to the police. Something is definitely up. The Petaluma Police Department also posted a CCTV photo of the suspected couple, saying that they are persons of interest but remain innocent until there's enough evidence to support Katie's story. Soon after the statement was released, Katie privated her Instagram account, which...
You're such an idiot. You're such an idiot. If you lie about it, make sure there's nobody witnessing it.
Which was weird, but Katie was doing interviews with news outlets and being praised for her bravery, while the couple that she accused were living a nightmare. Not only were they subject to police questioning, but they were also labeled as criminals even though they did nothing wrong.
What went through your mind when you realized the severity of this?
At first, we laughed. Then we started to see and get kind of upset and angry.
Being labeled a child abductor, it's upsetting. It's heartbreaking. It's life-changing.
The investigation finally came to...
Of course, this just goes like through everything. This goes through your life. This goes through like a job, whatever. Your own kids. Eventually, like there are people probably that would pull up and like hurt them. Yeah, that's not good.
Close once Petaluma police realized that Katie's story was nothing more than a bold-faced lie. The CCTV video showed that the couple maintained a safe distance away from her and her kids and made no attempt at kidnapping them. Instead of walking away with the clout that she wanted, Katie would walk away with a jail sentence.
The momfluencer Katie Sorensen learning her sentence for falsely claiming a couple tried to kidnap her kids.
She was convicted of one count of making a false police report and was immediately taken into custody. In June of 2023, Katie finally received her official sentencing. She was sentenced to 90 days in jail along with 12 months of informal probation.
God damn. 90 days. 3 months. Deserved, actually.
This meant absolutely zero social media usage and search and seizure of all her electronic devices. So what makes me especially upset about this situation is the fact that Katie was really playing it off. Like, she legit looked like a person who was a victim of this tragedy. I mean, if I saw that on Instagram, I would definitely believe her without...
You know what that's gonna do now? It's gonna make it much harder. Think if situations like that will make it so that it's gonna be much harder for the actual victims to make themselves believable.
Even thinking twice. But thankfully, Katie suffered the consequences of her actions, but that can't be said for our next influencer.
Uh-oh. Me too. Okay.
With over 150,000 followers on Twitch, Jaden is a streamer that's become well known throughout the League of Legends gaming community. She first started streaming in 2014 and since then gained a ton of fans. Despite her following, she's not actually as popular as some might actually think, because throughout her career, Jaden's made a big mistake that ruined her reputation. She had a secret. Jaden wasn't always her username. She started streaming with the username Your Princess Lol. It was under this username that she released a TwitLonger statement that shocked the entire gaming community. On July 2nd, 2020, Jaden posted a tweet titled My Experience with CLG Tuesday. She linked it to a 700-word TwitLonger. For context, TwitLonger allows users to post longer messages than Twitter's character limits. She was talking about Jean-Sebastian Ferry, aka Tuesday, who was League of Legends
I mean, we know where this is going. She's gonna say something that happened. Is he gonna delete himself? Oh no. Please don't.
Player on the team CLG.
Please
In Jaden's statement, she wrote about how Tuesday allegedly tried to flirt with her without consent. This supposedly happened after a League of Legends champion game where she, Tuesday, and other CLG players went back to Tuesday's hotel room to hang out. According to Jaden, after everyone else left, Tuesday attempted to make a move on her even though he had a girlfriend at the time, but Jaden did not reciprocate. This is how Jaden told the story. She wrote about how when she was wiping off her makeup in the bathroom, he put his arms around her. Minutes later, he pulled her onto his lap. She explained how uncomfortable Tuesday's actions made her, especially since she saw him as a trusted friend and he even had a girlfriend too. She mentioned she confronted him multiple times, expressing how wrong she thought the situation was. Jaden ended her statement with a message for others, telling them it's okay to speak up against those who make you feel uncomfortable. The response:
there's gonna be a situation where everyone, because she's a woman, they will run with it, and like the damage will never be undone. I just hope that this doesn't result in somebody, you know, ending their life, but we'll see.
The response to Jaden's statement was mixed. Some supported her, while others believed it was just a misunderstanding and wanted to hear what Tuesday had to say. Jaden released screenshots of her DMs with Tuesday as evidence, but Tuesday fought back. A week later, he tweeted a Google Doc link filled with context, screenshots, and testimonies from others involved. Tuesday started off by showing proof that he and Jaden had flirted with consent for years, showing receipts of their DMs. He also told his side of the story of what happened that night. According to Tuesday, Jaden's friend encouraged him to flirt with her, saying she had feelings for him. Tuesday wrote that Jaden was the one that asked to go with him that night. He also denied Jaden's claims that they were alone in the room.
Wait. Wait. This is not going to turn out into she tried, he didn't reciprocate, so she made this tweet
together, stating that there were two others. One of these people even provided a statement to support Tuesday's words. Tuesday ended the document by apologizing to both his supporters and his girlfriend for the drama. After Tuesday's statement was released, almost everyone switched sides. Since this was during the height of the Me Too movement, many people criticized Jaden for putting out a false statement with a twisted narrative. Despite the backlash, Jaden's career didn't suffer. She was even asked to be the captain for a Twitch.
If this was a man, I'm gonna say it, if the roles were reversed, bro would be gone. Bro would be absolutely and utterly gone.
Rivals team, which is a famous streamer competition. But on January 11th, 2021, when the Twitch Rivals roster was released, the public was furious that Jaden's name was on the list. Tuesday opened up about how hurt he felt, yet Jaden never apologized for what she did. Because of Jaden's false allegations, he almost lost his girlfriend and his supporters, but Jaden didn't seem to care. Being a team captain, Jaden needed to invite others to join her team, but no one wanted to be tied to her, considering what she's done to an innocent man.
Officially declined with her. Please don't go on hating on whatever. Like, I don't want to associate myself with that, you know?
She then dropped out of the Twitch Rivals tournament after the backlash. Even with this major controversy, Jaden continues to stream today. This next influencer ruined an innocent old man's life, and to me, this one's personal.
No. Don't old people. Do not do this with old
heartbreaking. People. The biggest mistake.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
Keemstar, or better known by his handle Drama Alert, is one of the most famous news reporters on the internet. With over 5 million subscribers on YouTube, Keemstar is arguably one of the first people to kickstart the drama commentary channels on the platform. For years, thousands of people have turned to his page for his latest on pop culture and social media news. But with
I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to Keemstar. I know he's a thing. I know his daughter got drawn from like the Chatman thing. Yeah, but like That's all I really know.
With great popularity comes great responsibility, and Keemstar made a huge mistake. On January 8th, 2016, a video went up on his Drama Alert channel called RuneScape Offender Returns. In his video, Keemstar talks about a news article from 2011, which talks about a Massachusetts man who inappropriately met up with a younger player from RuneScape. The man in the article was named John Phillips and was in jail. But Keemstar believed that the man was released from prison, changed his name to Tony, and was actively streaming on Twitch.
John was arrested.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. How? How does that happen? How does that happen? How? You do not have the proof for this. This could just be an old man playing RuneScape, literally.
Arrested for this, and he recently got out of jail, and the first thing he did was stream RuneScape on Twitch.
The streamer that he showed in the video was 62-year-old Tony Ray Winchester, or known online by his username
2022. Don't tell me the man is dead.
Glorian Gold. Tony just started streaming on Twitch on December 8th, 2015, but Keemstar put that to a halt. At the time of this upload, the Drama Alert channel had over 800,000 subscribers, and after this video went live, many Drama Alert fans flooded Tony's Twitch channel with negative comments and false allegations. You see, John and Tony were not the same people, but Keemstar kept pushing that narrative. Tony was in no way connected to the perpetrator aside from having a few similar facial features, but they were not the same people. The actual offender was still in jail.
The guy who actually did commit that crime with the whole RuneScape team.
His career should have ended right then and there. I'll be real.
Thing, he's still in jail. He's still in jail. He's in there for life, actually. So he's never getting out.
Some people even launched DDoS attacks on Tony and exposed his personal information. The next day, during a stream, Tony's chat was bombarded with harassment. Even though he was innocent, Tony couldn't help but break down. He made a teary statement to his stream, once again reminding everyone that he's done nothing wrong and he wasn't going to let false allegations stop him from doing what he loved, streaming.
Based.
Now, everybody in the world knows my real name's Tony Ray Winchester. I'm 62. I've retired because I'm not going to let somebody run me off.
That's sad.
Now that the whole thing's cleared up, and you guys know I'm a good guy, I'd like to go take a break.
Tony's speech was clipped countless times and touched the hearts of many in the community. More and more people also started pointing out that the actual criminal was already in jail. This pushed Keemstar to retract his statement and issue an apology. Keemstar uploaded a video onto the Drama Alert channel. The title was "We Got It Wrong, I'm Sorry, and We'll Do Better."
I'm so proud of how successful my show has been becoming. But now as I sit here in front of you, I don't feel proud at all. I feel ashamed.
You don't feel shame because he got caught. Because let's be real, you have no proof, none, nothing, zero, nada, nothing. Yet you were pushing this narrative, which wasn't true. You had no evidence for this. Yet you were pushing it. This is another situation where I don't believe the person is really
like dirtbag.
In the video, Keemstar addresses the controversy. He says that he's removed the original video and expressed how ashamed he felt about putting out the wrong information. He also informed the subscribers that the person on his team that pushed this story has been fired and that he will be taking care of any damages that
Yeah, why didn't you you know, check the story before
he caused to Tony.
This guy didn't do anything. He didn't do anything wrong. And because of me, he was harassed for about 2 hours.
With the truth out there, it seemed like the saga was finally at its
harassed for about 2 hours? I think this was a lot more than just 2 hours, my guy. That's a bit of a reach.
end, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. On May 20th, 2020, a Twitter user by the name of Return of Wild posted a thread accusing Tony of the exact same crime. This Twitter user was one of Tony's chat moderators, Rebecca Hartz. The thread was immediately dismissed by most of the public. People were quick to point out the obvious Photoshop flaws in the screenshots, like the partner badge not being added in or the capitalization being wrong. The original poster, Return of the Wild, was also called out by many people as being an untrusted source, since he had a problematic past in the RuneScape community. But Keemstar did it again. He retweeted the post, tagging Tony and telling him to come clean and to stop blaming him for the hate that he's gotten. Tony once again had to defend himself. He made a video where he showed proof that Return of the Wild lied.
I think it's pretty cool to spend time with you. As long as you don't mind my age, 25. I don't mind your age. See, so right there, the girl says, as long as you don't mind my age, 25, I don't mind your age.
In 2022, Tony passed away after losing his battle with cancer. But he had a community filled with loving supporters until the very end. Even after Tony was proven innocent, Keemstar still couldn't let it go. And you guys are probably familiar with our next influencer. My family is in danger.
Hello, friends.
Wait, Keemstar didn't let it go? So pretty much disgracing somebody who's dead. Great.
Some know her from her compilation reactions, others know her from her Call of Duty videos, but you've probably heard about her through the insane amount of drama she's been in these past few years. SS Sniper Wolf, her real name...
Oh, Maria, I don't get how... The only reason she's still there is because she's attractive. Completely honest. Like, I've heard a lot about a lot of stuff that she did and, like, the terrible shit that she did. Again, I think, like, she should be gone. Just
Leah
like
Marie Shalesh got her first start on YouTube back in 2013. But many people know her by her nickname, Leah. With over 34 million subscribers, Leah's become one of the most recognizable faces on the internet. However, her journey to this point has been rocky. She's been in a ton of controversy, but undoubtedly her biggest scandal yet was her massive feud with fellow YouTuber Jax Films. Jax Films, like SS Sniper Wolf, has been part of YouTube for as long as anyone can remember. He has almost 5 million subscribers and has uploaded videos for almost 20 years. His content is mostly comedic short films and parodies, but he's also made multiple videos condemning reaction channels for their lack of creativity. One of the channels that he's been most
got him. I'm reacting, but I'm only a reaction channel. I do both. I do
vocal about
things.
Is Leah's SS Sniper Wolf channel. Jack has openly criticized Leah for her content style, claiming that her reactions are low effort with ideas that are recycled from other creators. But it wasn't until October 26th, 2022 that things really started to escalate. On that day, Jack posted a video on his main channel where he made an announcement that nobody would have expected.
I've created a brand new YouTube channel called Jax Films, and so far I've only uploaded one video titled TikToks That Gave Me a Tummy Ache.
Your mom...
Oh, it says your mama. That's not very nice.
The channel and its first video was essentially a parody of Leah's account, even down...
So basically, he reacted to a reaction of SS Sniper Wolf. That's an interesting way to mock somebody.
To the daily uploads. On the channel, Jack continued to upload multiple reactions to Leah's videos. This led...
This is actually kind of based. This is actually kind of based. Oh, I turned off the sound. That's actually kind of based.
Multiple Twitter standoffs. This one was
actually
different. On June 22nd, really 2023, YouTube posted a tweet with a quote from Sniper Wolf, where she says she gets her video ideas from fans. Jack had a lot to say about this, since he believed that Leah wasn't a content creator, but a content thief. And Jack made a video on July 26th, 2023 talking about it.
Seeing YouTube and VidCon boost this kind of activity is so disheartening. It sends a terrible message to creators, and that is, don't create, steal. Why make content when you can curate it?
Jack discusses his Twitter exchange with Leah and criticizes YouTube.
Again, I understand this point. I understand this point. I'm doing this as well. I'm doing reaction stuff. At least, like, I'm not doing only reaction stuff. And I'm back with, like, Dokkan and shit. So at least that's a good thing. And, like, I want to bring back Legends, of course.
For content.
And obviously Shiny
He also
Hunting.
highlights how Leah does not credit the creators of the content that she reacts to or who she takes her ideas from. And the comments proved his point. The pinned comment on his video was from a creator who claimed Leah stole their content. So I completely understand that content is recycled on YouTube sometimes. For me, I take title and thumbnail inspiration from other YouTubers, but the research is from a ton of different places, right? It is basically an entirely new video taking only inspiration on the title and thumbnail. So if you guys think that it looked similar to somebody, you're probably right. Jack kept uploading on his JJ Jax Films channel, being more critical of Leah's videos. He created a game with his viewers called SS Sniper Wolf Bingo using
a literal bingo. This is wild. I think it's a good way to counter that, actually. That's a creative way, and he probably made a buttload of money.
Custom bingo card that included actions that he believed Leah did often in her reaction videos.
Sniper Wolf will read the caption verbatim.
I opened my beats the wrong way.
Yeah. Please go to your bingo cards and
literally turned it into a game. That's wild.
It's like clock.
That is wild.
On August 16th, 2023, Jack made another video about Sniper Wolf titled SS Sniper Wolf is Getting Worse, Here's Proof. In it, he highlights 3 instances where Leah allegedly stole content without adding anything new. In one example, he shows Leah including a TikTok video in her compilation without reacting to it at all.
We're all trying to predict what Sniper Wolf will say, how she'll react, etc. Here's my real-time reaction to what happens next.
About 2 months after this video was posted,
he was actually cooking. He was really cooking.
Sniper Wolf did something that she couldn't take back.
Allegedly, Sniper Wolf has just doxed Jax Films.
On October 13th, 2023, Sniper Wolf posted a poll on her Instagram story asking her followers if she should go to Jack's house. But that wasn't the problematic part. Her next story was. Her followers were shocked when they saw a video of Jack's house address with the caption, "Let's talk like adults." Leah even tagged Jack in the
You can't just dox somebody.
Story. After fans accused her of doxing the story,
there is no accusation. This is not an accusation. This is straight up doxing.
was removed, but Leah defended herself, posting that she didn't dox anyone and that Jack had posted his address online himself. Meanwhile, Jack and his wife lived in fear, knowing that their house was shown to millions of people. Jack was extremely vocal about the situation, calling Leah a stalker and pushing for YouTube to take action. The next day, Jack posted this video called SS Sniper Wolf Came to Our Home Last Night. It's time for YouTube to step in. He pushed for Leah to be banned from YouTube, and plenty of people supported him.
In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. Sniper Wolf needs to be deplatformed.
6 days
and
later,
he's correct. And he is correct.
On October 20th, 2024, YouTube announced that Leah's channel received a temporary demonetization. Less than an hour later, Leah made a public apology to Jack on her Twitter. But everyone thought it was insincere since it was immediately posted after YouTube announced that her channel was no longer monetized. Luckily, Jack and his wife weren't harmed, but unfortunately, that isn't always the case because for a next influencer, the damage was permanent.
I know
the tragic
that
story
is.
of Inquisitor
Yeah, I know this. This is so sad. This is so sad. I was like fairly invested into like that story. Like I watched everything around that stuff. The Inquisitor Ghost stuff. And it's super sad, but yeah, let's get into it.
Vincent Pleachy, known as Inquisitor Ghost, was a popular TikTok cosplayer, especially loved in the Call of Duty cosplay community. His username was Inquisitor3, but most people called him Inquisitor Ghost due to his infamous portrayal of the character Ghost from Call of Duty. With a following of over 100k and multiple viral videos, it seemed like Vincent was well on his way to a successful social media career. But sadly, he didn't get a chance to see that through because of 3 evil individuals who wanted to see his downfall. In September of 2023, a screenshot.
This is still soul crushing. This is really soul crushing.
Began circulating around the Call of Duty community. These pictures contain private DMs between Inquisitor Ghost and his video editor AJ, who was a minor at the time. These screenshots showed conversations.
This also just goes to show that you just shouldn't interact with minors permanently. You just shouldn't.
Between Inquisitor Ghost and the editor. In them, Ghost was saying things like, "I love you and I'ma marry you," but these messages were taken out of context. At first glance, these messages seemed highly inappropriate to send someone that age. But there was a reason why only a few specific screenshots were being shared. It involved 3 people: AJ, Ghost's editor, Tito, AJ's boyfriend, and Keegan's mask, a friend who leaked the screenshots first. In Ghost's bio, he wrote, "Minors DNI, do not interact," meaning he didn't want minors talking with him. When AJ
again, again, I'm gonna say it. You shouldn't you shouldn't just like interact with minors at this point. You shouldn't just. That's very simple. You shouldn't.
First reached out, Ghost quickly shut her down. AJ lied about her age, which led to more conversations, with Ghost eventually becoming his editor. But AJ had other plans. She and her boyfriend Tito aimed to ruin Ghost's reputation by baiting him into saying inappropriate things. Once they had some incriminating screenshots, they got their friend Keegan's mask to leak them. When the screenshots were leaked, Ghost denied the allegations but stayed under the radar, barely posting on his page. And on September 27th, 2023, he would post his last TikTok ever. 2 weeks later, Inquisitor Ghost started a TikTok.
Then he goes live and trigger warning, important. Takes his own life. We're live on TikTok.
Live stream, but instead of seeing Ghost's usual mask and outfit, all fans would see was a dark room. The chat was also completely disabled. Then, out of nowhere, things would take a heartbreaking turn. Off camera, you could see panicked voices shouting, glass breaking, and crying. Everyone knew that something devastating must have just happened. An attempt. On October 12th, 2023, Ghost's entire account was removed from the platform. News of his passing would hit headlines.
And the interesting part is that the people who did this barely faced any repercussions. Pretty much nothing happened to these people. Really just nothing. Nothing at all. Like I said, that's really all I can say.
AJ, Tito, and Keegan's mask were accused of causing Ghost's passing. To try and defend themselves, Tito posted videos explaining their actions, but that only managed to backfire on them as they exposed their cruel plan to the world. Tito shared screenshots that revealed the 3 of them were plotting.
This is 3 people who basically received nothing No, nothing.
Plotting to ruin Inquisitor Ghost's life. Tito encouraged AJ to manipulate Ghost into saying things that could be incriminating. While the actual reason why is unclear, many people began to speculate that it was because of Tito's jealousy as a cosplayer. It seemed like Tito was trying to gain clout to become an influencer too. Keegan's Mask, who first leaked the screenshots, later apologized in a TikTok video claiming she acted on what she believed was true and didn't intend to harm Ghost.
Should have thought about that before he deleted himself. You should have thought about that before he deleted himself. You should have thought about that. This is again a huge problem in online spaces, running with the first thing they get.
All 3 of them have been terminated from TikTok. As for Ghost, fans created a petition to get a Call of Duty skin honoring him in the next game. And it's reported that Call of Duty agreed to release a skin in his honor. Rest in peace, and I wish his family well.
These people should go to jail because they technically killed somebody indirectly. They should go to jail.
The stories we've covered are a chilling reminder of the responsibility that comes with influence. My friends, consequences can last a lifetime. I know we're almost reaching 700,000 subscribers, so I promise to never take advantage of you guys. I want you to be the very best that you can be. Visual Venture. Wait, before you go...
I gotta go. Yep, this was a good video. This was a great video. I had a lot of fun with this one. These videos are usually really good, which is why I pay a lot of attention to them, which is why I'm not that reactive. But yeah, that was a good video. Just like I said, you should not, you know, if you post something, please make sure that it absolutely is, you know, if you post anything, like, stuff like that, make absolutely sure that it's actually the truth and you wait for the other side. If that's not happening, you cannot post this. You will get this is just disgusting then.